I think that efficiency in communication is one of the most important parts of it, because unless we are connecting with who we're trying to speak to and allowing them the opportunity to hear us and get on the same page as us without having to wait for us or without stretching their patience, because I notice sometimes when I'm recording something, I'll be looking at my reflection in the recording, and it almost causes me to slow up and not get to my point in the fastest way possible. Not that I'm rushing, but people need input. They need to be fed. They need to be entertained to a certain degree, and I'm not I'm not trying to be an entertainer, but I want to be fast. I want things to move, and we need to pick up the pace a little bit. And this has been echoed in what a lot of people are talking about. Yeah, patience is important, and we need to. If I was talking in a way that was slow, and every word was dwelled over. And one time I visited a Tlingit Indian tribe in Alaska, and their elders speak in a way that is, they're not in a hurry. They're just being. They're being present, and they're not really concerned with entertaining everybody. So I don't know, I've made a few videos in the past 24 hours, and in some of them I recognized that I wasn't necessarily catering to the receivers in terms of having that. I don't know where it comes from, but it's that need in media to have it just be, whoa, this is ridiculous. This is the craziest video I've ever seen. This is I'm enthralled. Look at that. Look at that. And while that's great, we have to understand that unless we're when we're in that mode, it's kind of an ego mode. Not necessarily an ego mode, but a lot of it has to do with desiring and having these expectations for some other person's actions when we make the decision to sit and watch the media. And if somebody is going to take their time and just express a scene that is slower and more calm, I mean, maybe someone just wants to sit. And what does that express? I think that gets a good point across, that yeah, we need to be working. The people who are putting out the messages, we're all putting out messages, but we want to express our truth. And so if in few words, because I think that this is going well here, that I needed to express the truth of what I'm ultimately trying to get at, it's that intelligence is everywhere. And I wish that we could put effects on this, because all we have to do is look at the hyper spectrum of everything around us, and we'll see that the field is not, it doesn't end here, and we're all different extensions of this larger being, which is why it makes so much sense that our galaxy and our solar system is a being, and that when we see a bird fly off of a tree on the other side of the yard, that's us partially, along with everything else, influencing to do that. Or when we see a UFO, or we see a meteor come through the atmosphere, that's because of the direction that it was traveling in and all the forces that were pushing it that way, but it's also because we have an attraction that is bringing it to us. And the same with intelligent civilization in the solar system, or in the universe, in the multiverse, in the cosmos, and other alternate parallel universes, in other timelines, in any reality imaginable. There there's not a limit to how far intelligence can go. And with this like polarization idea, so we have the physical, non-physical, we have matter, antimatter. And so what about, I'm thinking intelligence, anti-intelligence. I don't believe that anything, any matter, anything that we are in contact with is not intelligent. I think that, so how can I think that everything is intelligent, and meanwhile still be addressing the truth of polarities, so that if everything is intelligent, what about the other side? What about there being a non-intelligence? Is that, I mean, saying everything is infinite, is that possible to say? I mean, does it work? Is it closed-minded to infer that, or is it just truth?